Hi guys, and welcome to another batch of your replays. At the time of making this video, I've got a video on my channel which gives you the opportunity to win a tier 8 premium tank. And all you had to do was basically vote for whatever premium tank you would next like to see me review. By the time you're watching this video, by the way, I'll know the result of that, but at the time of making this video, I don't know the results. But one of the tanks that has been getting a lot of votes is the SU-122-44, the tier 7 Russian premium tank destroyer. So I popped into my replays folder and I dragged up the first two SU-122-44 replays I could find. First one up is Harry XD in his SU-122-44 here on Tundra. So even though I haven't reviewed the tank, in a nutshell, I think this is a very good premium tank. I think that it's got its strengths and it's got its weaknesses, but overall, I think it's a pretty good tank. Harry is here on Tundra, and he's got a very nice matchup. It's an all tier 7 game. Quite a lot of tier 7s on either side, a bunch of tier 6s, and a couple of unlucky tier 5s. But this tank is all about its speed, it's all about its maneuverability, it's all about its alpha damage and DPM. All the good stuff when it comes to tank destroyers. So it looks as if Harry's going to be setting up on the 1, 2, 3 lines. As per usual, haven't seen the reviews today, or haven't seen the replays today. Just picked out the 2 games, looked at the end score results. Plenty of tanks heading over to the 1, 2 lines. It looks like Harry's decided he's not going to bother waiting. He's going to relocate. There's a Chinu and a Comet that have been spotted in the middle. And Harry has shots on the Chinu. Oh, rushes that shot. And there's that accuracy. That shot goes low. He bounces the Chinu. There's that armor. That may have hit another tank. I didn't see the shell impact. That may have tracked the Comet. He did have a tiny bit of the Comet to shoot at, but yeah, the accuracy on the gun is not fantastic. Sometimes it is amazing and you hit every shot. Sometimes you don't. Oh, Comet is poked. And a beautiful shot in, 392 damage. He's just bounced a gold shell from the Comet. So, he's been shot twice and he's bounced 2 shots. So against tier 7s, the armor, frontal armor on the SU-122 is very good. He's moving up, he's going for another shot in the Comet. Goes for a snapshot without aiming. The shot goes exactly where he wanted it to. There is another beautiful shot in. Is he going to finish off the Comet? He's just bounced the Comet again. Comet decides to run away, but it looks like Harry has the side of a Dicker Max. 381, and that's a low roll. This gun does 390 alpha damage, but 380 is not something you can complain about, so looks like Harry is still going to be working the middle. He's waiting for this Comet to poke again. But Harry's already up to 1,114 damage done, but he's only actually put 3 shots in. He's being very aggressive, but he just does not have the gun depression. This tank has no gun depression. I think Harry's just discovered that he can't shoot the tanks down in the river. He's trying it again, but he won't have the... Well, okay, what do I know? He's got the gun depression to be able to hit the T-29. Not going to be able to shoot the Comet. But he gets a beautiful shot into the T-29. Now, this is dangerous. He's sitting here. He's going to trade shots. Wow. Well, first of all, wow, he bounced the T-29, but then the T-29 is shooting up at sloped armor, so T-29 bounces, but the damage done on that hit, he hit the T-29 for 424 damage. Yeah, you're never going to get the Comet, Harry. You just don't have the gun depression in this tank, but if you look at the mini-map, his team are losing. His team are losing 4-11, wow. They've just lost 3 tanks very quickly. Harry's he's relocating to see if he can get shots on the T-29. And another high roll, 404 damage, taking Harry up to 2,300 damage really quickly. But while all of that was happening, his team have collapsed on the 9-0 lines. The score is 5-11. His team have collapsed. So Harry is using the speed, he's using the maneuverability, he's doing over 40 kilometers an hour. He's relocating. And this is a very good idea. It looks as if he's going to be ambushing all those tanks coming down the 0 line. But while he was relocating, someone is now capping, so there's a tank to his left. But the last time Harry was spotted, he was in G3 or G7. So as far as the enemy team know, he's still in G7, but he was able to use his maneuverability and speed to relocate. He's able to ambush these tanks. He's going for the one-hit kill, the T-150. There we go, beautiful shot, and look at this reload. Oh, I have no idea how he got spotted, but look at the reload. Going for the other one-hit kill, takes out the BDR. That takes him up to 3 kills. He's just bounced an AMX. AMX AC-46 bounces. And Harry's deciding to reload. Oh, he's just been flanked. Harry's relocating again. Goes for a shot in the... Wow, goes for a shot in the move on the Hellcat. Actually hits the Hellcat, but somehow magically bounces. He's got an Oral behind him. He's got an AMX in front of him. He's going for the AMX. He bounces the AMX again, but gets penned by the Oral. He's down to 600 hit points. AMX is on 800 hit points. He takes another hit. This is not good, but 405 alpha damage. He gets tracked, but the AMX sits in front of the track tank. Another shot in, and he rolls low. He could have killed the AMX if he'd rolled a little bit higher. 370, very low roll. AMX gets another shot in. Harry fights with the narrow gun arc, finally gets a shot into the AMX to finish him off, but wow, he ended up doing 820 hit points of damage to the AMX. Takes him out. His team have pulled it back. It is now 2v2. He's moving up to flank the Oral. A44 picks up the kill. But both of these tanks are on very low health. And okay, one enemy tank left. SU-152 has just missed a shot. That means the SU-152 has relocated. SU-152 was last spotted in A6, but for the SU to shoot, the SU has to be sitting in D6, D7 in order to fire there. Yep, Harry's aware of that. He's just communicated to the A44 in chat. So these guys are communicating to each other. But you're getting to see the maneuverability. You're getting to see the raw alpha damage that this tank can put out. This thing is a beast when it's let just loose and just can fire its gun again and again and again. So Harry's on 4 kills, he's on 3.6k damage. He has lost most of his hit points, he's on 19 hit points, and the A44 is on 12 hit points. I have no idea how many hit points the SU-152 is on. But it doesn't look as if Harry's using Binox. I've just realized Harry's not using Binox. He's using gasoline on the SU-122-44. But he's not using Binox. I bet he wished he'd had Binox now. He's asking the A44 to scout in the area he thinks the SU-152 is in. So this is a very, very solid game in the SU-122-44. It is a little bit laggy, it's an older replay, I do apologize. But Harry is kind of relying on the A44 to spot the SU. Even though it's 2 versus 1, both of these friendly tanks are dead if the SU so much as sneezes. And if the SU is using a derp gun, he doesn't even have to hit these tanks. All he has to do is splash them to kill them. So Harry is constantly relocating. He's wondering whether or not the SU has moved. Searching to his left, searching to his right. A44 has finally moved into a position where he might possibly spot the SU. Still 6 minutes left of this game. It's getting quite tense. The game could still go either way. Oh, and finally they've spotted the SU. A44 does not want to advance. He needs to run away. Oh, and Harry's telling him to run. So Harry's setting up just in case the SU decides to chase down the A44. Doesn't look as if the SU is coming, but we know that the SU is now within Harry's view range. So if the SU does decide to move across, Harry should be able to spot him. And the A44 is doing some relocating. This is getting very, very tense. So Harry's not going to get a Top Gun out of this game, unfortunately. He's on 4 kills, but only 1 tank left on the enemy team. So Harry's waiting for the A44 to move up, try and spot the SU again. The A44 just needs to bait the SU-122 from coming out of cover, just long enough for Harry to get 1 shot in. I forgot to notice how much hit point, or how many hit points the SU was on. So he was last spotted on 500 hit points, just short of 500 hit points. So that means that Harry and the A44 both need to hit him once, or for Harry to hit him twice. So it looks like the A44 is moving in. Harry's asking him to proxy spot the SU-152. A44 does. But it doesn't look as if this SU-152 is interested in coming out. Oh, he's moving. He's moving. Harry sets up for his ambush. The bait... No. I thought the bait had worked. Is the SU going to chase down the A44? It doesn't look it. And Harry decides that, oh, this is always so dangerous when you're only on 19 hit points, but he decides to come down off the hill. Alright. No, A44, don't come around the same side of the rock. Don't come around the same side. Dude, you've got him. Get him in a pincer movement. A44 needs to go the other way. There's 3 minutes left of this game. Harry can take his time. Which way is the SU looking? This was dangerous. But SU wasn't looking Harry's way. Harry sets him on fire. I thought it would take 2 shots to kill him, but Harry set him on fire with that shot. Does all 500 damage to him. So that was an ace tanker for Harry XD. He also picked up high caliber. Really, really nice game. 1369 XP, 4,000 damage and 5 kills. He fired 15 and hit 14. Very accurate. The gun is usually not this accurate, guys, but very accurate performance from the gun. And the fact it was a tier 7 game meant that Harry was able to pen 13 of the 14 shots. So really, really nice damage total. He received 10 hits and only 6 of them bounced, only 4 did damage, and 1 of those hit his tracks for 0 damage. So in a tier 7 game, the SU-122-44's armor is very good. Not quite so good when it gets into a tier 8 game, but he did block a nice amount of damage with his armor. He damaged 7, destroyed 5, did 10 base defense points, and earned 69,000 credits with a premium account. It's a very good money maker. And as I say, even if you do end up firing premium, if those premium shells hit and penetrate, then you'll make your money back on them. So I think for a tier 7 tank, it's actually quite a good money maker. He ended up with 2,053 with a premium account on a ×5 event, first game of the day. Well done. That left him on 10,675 XP. So yeah, pretty good example of SU-122-44 gameplay. And I've got another one coming right up. Next up, we've got Orumus on, what map is this? No idea. South Coast, yes! Orumus on South Coast in another SU-122-44 gameplay video. He obviously loves his SU-122-44. He's got it camoed up, and he's got 2 lucky 4-leaf clovers on the tank. He's also got a mark of excellence, so he obviously plays the SU-122-44 quite a bit. Let's just get going. This is another, didn't know it was another tier 7 game, but this is the SU-122-44 again in a tier 7 game. I was kind of hoping it was going to be a tier 8 or tier 9 game so I could get to show you the tank in a higher tier game, but It's a tier 7 game, and it's a very, very good game. And as I say, when this tank gets top tier, it's very, very good, guys. So Orumus is going to be setting up in the usual TD spot. Haven't seen the game, looked at the end score results, looks like a very good game. And he's just setting up, waiting for enemy tanks to advance. And again, no binocs on the tank. ELC AMX, potentially a one-hit kill. And there's that accuracy. Potential one-hit kill on the ELC AMX, but sometimes this gun it will not hit the target. Sometimes. But I've seen the end score results, so I know that the gun obviously starts to behave soon. But yeah, a little bit unfortunate. All he needed was a slightly high roll and he could have one-hit killed an ELC. So not only does the tank have high alpha damage, not only does it have nice TPM, but it's got a very good reload. Type 64, 447 damage. Very, very nice high roll. And as you can see, gun arc very narrow. Wasn't able to get his gun arc in on the Type 64. And oh, auto aiming on the Type 64 unfortunately misses. Again, you have to fully aim this gun, but Harry got away with a few snapshots in the first replay. I'm wondering if Orumus does it here as well. Okay, Type 58 in the distance. Aims fully, goes for a shot, 430 alpha damage. And wow, that Type 58 was quick on the chat, accusing Orumus of cheating. But he's up to almost 900 damage so far, and he's only fired 2 shots, or he's only hit 2 shots. So again, he's doing 15 kilometers an hour up that slope, but he's relocating. As I say, the key thing about this tank is its ability to relocate. Look at that aim time. Aim time is very, very long on the tank, but beautiful, beautiful shot in on the Hellcat. Another high roll, 442 damage, and for some reason the Hellcat's just sitting there. Look at that rate of fire, 6.75 reload. He's able to take out the Hellcat before his tracks repair. And these tanks are just sitting in front of him. Nashorn. That's a low roll, believe it or not, but not by much. 386 damage. And again, the Nashorn just sits there. And the rate of fire on this tank allows him to get another shot in. There's the second kill. He's up to 2k damage. More than 2k damage because he blind killed the Hellcat. And again, he's able to just relocate so quickly. Did have a hint of a shot in the Tiger P, but the Tiger P went down onto the beach. But it's not an amazing sniper. You can see how big his reticule is here, and he's fully aimed in at distance. Not going to have shots on these tanks down on the beach. So again, not sure. Looks like he's going on the attack. His team have won the other flank. They're moving into the enemy spawn. I think maybe he's going for cap, maybe. Having lost the other flank, but he spots an SU-152, shoots on the move, and what is it today with SU-152s getting set on fire by SU-122-44s? But again, he's got the rate of fire to put a second shot in. He does all 870 damage to that SU-152. Wow. So he's up to almost 2.8, over 2.8k damage. He's on 3 kills. Looks like the enemy team did go back, or someone has gone back to defend, but the score is 10-11, still 50-50. And again, Orumus is using the mobility of the SU-122-44 to come around. He's coming back to defend. It's just a question of where those tanks that were on the beach have gone. Have they continued to advance, or have they gone back to defend? That is the question. But Orumus is able to get back into position. He's coming back to defend. So going uphill, maybe the engine isn't the best, but it's not slow. So, looks like Orumus is setting up. And as I say, the question is just how many tanks have continued to advance, if any. So he's setting up an ambush. He's going to get the one shot off. And again, not using a camo net, not using binocs. Score is 11-12. And we know enemy art, or where enemy arty is. So there are 3 tanks that are unaccounted for. A Black Prince, a Tiger P, and a T-25 AT. Maybe I should speed this up till something happens. Again, haven't seen the replay, guys. Okay, T-25 AT has just been spotted too. Orumus' left. Orumus moves forward, gets a shot in, tracks the T-25 AT. And again, he's got the reload, he's got the rate of fire to take out the T-25 AT. Black Prince went back to defense, and now it's just a question of where the Tiger P is. But Orumus he's relocating again. I think maybe he reckons the Tiger P has gone back to defend as well. Black Prince is on a lot of health. But again, look at how well this TD is able to maneuver. Unfortunately, Black Prince takes out the Type 58. Just RT and Orumus left versus 2 enemy heavies. So Orumus is still on full health, hasn't taken a single hit yet. Again, relocating, setting up an ambush for the Black Prince, spots him, there's that poor gun depression. Bounces the Black Prince. Now does he go on the attack? He needs to either go on the attack or he needs to run away, because that Tiger P could be anywhere. So again, he's relocating. He's doing 34, 35 kilometers an hour along here. His team are telling him to kill the Tiger P, but yeah, no. Well, I was going to say I have no idea where the Tiger P is, but now we do. So we know that the Black Prince is sitting in H6, maybe advancing. We're not sure. But we know that the Tiger P is capping, so Orumus again needs to relocate. He switched to his premium ammo, just to guarantee that he can pen the Tiger P from the front, I reckon. So again, he's relocating, he's coming back to defend for a second time. Tiger P is, well, even 465. It's a tough ask, but potentially that's a one-hit kill if Orumus rolls really, really high. So again, using the SU to relocate, using it to ambush. He's got side shots of the Tiger P. Goes, he does get a high roll, but not high enough. 400 damage. Tiger P misses. It's a stock Tiger. And using premium rounds, Orumus is able to finish him off. So there is kill number 5, 3.6k damage. Just one enemy tank left, the Black Prince, and we know where he was last spotted. And because of the speed of the Black Prince, it's probably not going to be very far from where he was last spotted. So Orumus is looking for his Top Gun. He's staying with the premium rounds. Again, maybe because it is possible for the Black Prince to bounce his regular AP, or maybe side scrape his regular AP, I'm not sure, but no sign of this Black Prince. Okay, he's been spotted. So, Orumus has his rear. One beautiful shot in, leaves him on 53 health, has the rate of fire to finish him off for kill number 6. There is Top Gun and over 4k damage. So yeah, I think if you guys wanted a showcase of what the SU-122-44 can do, I think those two replays today could show you. It's fast, it's maneuverable. The biggest strength of the SU-122-44, in my opinion, is its speed and maneuverability. But the fact it's got an amazing gun with very, very high DPM and great alpha damage with a fast reload just adds to it. I mean, it's not a perfect tank. It does have some weak spots and it does have some weak points, but I think it's a very, very good tank, even if it doesn't get special matchmaking. And that was just another amazing example of what the SU-122-44 can do. Ace tanker for Orumus. He also picked up a defender, high caliber, Top Gun. He finished top on XP with 1381, 4,239 damage done, 6 kills. He fired 17, hit 14, penned 14, and again, when this tank gets top tier, it's very, very good. But it can still do a job in tier 7 and tier 8 game, or tier 8 and tier 9 games, I should say. But Orumus didn't really take any damage. The one shot he did get hit with, he bounced. He spotted 1, damaged 8, destroyed 6, did 71 base defense points, coming back to defend base not once but twice. He earned 60,000 credits for that game, was firing a little bit of premium, and therefore it ate into his profit margin a little bit, but still a decent money game. It's a good money maker, guys. 2,000 XP on a premium account. No first game of the day, but he did finish up with 2,485 XP. So yeah, as I say, two very, very good examples of what the SU-122-44 can do. It's one of the leading tanks. Don't know if it's going to win, but it's definitely one of the tanks that's in the lead for the next Is It Worth It review, and I thought I'd give you a sneak peek before I get around to reviewing it. So I want to thank Orumus and Harry XD for sending those replays in. Sorry it's taken a while to get to them, and I want to thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.